You didn't even wash your hands. Hey, I'm Austin.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is the Spring Chat.
Where we talk all things Disney.
Resorts.
Shopping. Food. You can catch us at 8:30 on Thursday nights on
Facebook. YouTube.
Twitch, and now Spotify on Amplified Network.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us here at the Amplified Network. Your show will begin in just a few minutes, but first I want to go on ahead and shout out to our awesome sponsors. First, we have the Mouse Merch Box. It is an official Disney subscription box. It is $60 quarterly if you subscribe, or $70 per box. It's going to come with $120 to $150 worth of exclusive Disney apparel and merchandise, so definitely check that out. If you do decide that you want to check them out, we do have a coupon code for you. Coupon code is going to be Springs20 for 20% off of your order. Next, we have the Great Adventure Supply Company. Great Adventure Supply Company is really cool. They have a bunch of 80s and 90s themed pop culture themed Disney and theme park apparel. So if you're like me, you miss the 90s, you love that style. They recently released some new exciting additions to their store. Be sure to check them out. And we also have a coupon code for the Great Adventure Supply Company that's going to be Magic15 for coming up soon.
We good? Vance is alive, everybody. Hi.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to the Anime Club.
Yee!
He's here. He's had bills and stuff to pay. I told him this is America. Get your money, black man.
Jesus, these gas prices are just going and going
Don't
and
even.
going.
Between the gas prices and the love bugs and the rain, Florida's full. You can't move here. I just want to put that out there for the summertime. Some of you might come to visit and think maybe I'll stay.
Yeah, just
No.
turn around.
The border is full. We're at capacity.
We're going to be like Canada now.
Is Canada keeping us out?
They keep everybody out.
Drake shut the entire wall and let Gucci Mane in, and that's it.
Yeah, he tried to get Meek Mill in, but, you know,
His
the judge don't like him.
Judge is being a total witch.
Total witch. But,
Yeah. So
what was I going to say?
how you been these last 2 weeks? We've missed you.
Sleepy. I'm tired. I'm making money. Happy about that.
So adulting, the usual. So just to recap on what you missed, we'll give you rapid fire thoughts.
Let's do it.
So Star Wars Day, did you participate?
I don't watch Star Wars, fam.
Free Comic Book Day.
I was at work.
So at least there was an attempt. We'll give him that. We'll talk about that later. The Sonic movie. Hey, as a rabid fan since like before he was born, and then that'd be my first game, I wasn't mad at the trailer, but proportionately they could have done better.
I'm trying to save my F-bomb for my review for my recommendation for my anime because it actually plays a good part in it. But that was a real close one. Like I almost did it right there.
Oh, for
But
X, you mean
for what?
Sonic X?
Sonic? That's what the movie's called?
No, I'm talking. You said the anime. I thought you were saying.
No. The anime I'm recommending later. Yeah,
It
it ties in with that Team 4-Star.
Got you. I haven't watched that series, but I've
It's
heard it's
so
hilarious.
good.
Isn't Hellsing or whatever you're talking about later only like 30 episodes, 10 episodes, 15? What?
It's literally like 13. No, yeah, 10 or 13 episodes.
Yeah, and
it's
they made
really
10
short.
10 or 13 parody episodes. I was shocked they were able to stretch that much content.
Yeah, but see, the problem was it was just like each episode is an hour, so it's like some real Game of Thrones stuff.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Arya, by the
I was
way.
confused how Toonami did that. I haven't watched Game of Thrones at all, but seeing how we're on the last episode, I'll probably start like next Monday.
Good luck, have fun. But Sonic, what the hell? Like my first thing I saw was his eyeballs. I was like, why are they like separated all the way?
I was going to leave it alone until the man who created Sonic himself, who I have as a friend on Facebook, shared the fan-made one and was like, please do this.
Yeah, and I'm just like, see, thank God for some amazing individual with talent that actually fixed that for us. And now they had to scrap the whole movie. Like, yeah, we're gonna go fix it now because you guys are calling us out on our BS. I'm like, good. So
No, cash grabs. We're not doing it.
Yeah,
We've been
but
betrayed by the last Airbender and Dragon Ball Evolution.
like,
Like, you
we
know,
don't
I
talk about
found
Dragon Ball
out they were
Evolution.
going to do a 4th season of Avatar, and all the movies.
I saw it on Netflix. It was on Netflix, right?
The Last Airbender or like the cartoon?
The cartoon.
I don't know. I just know live action adaptation coming. Yeah,
I thought it was the cartoon.
probably both.
I would hope it's the cartoon. That's all I'm here
Bringing
for.
back the show in anticipation of getting rid of that show and then starting your own version of it.
Because you know that the show has a manga to it. Like it has like
Yeah, the manga showed the whole stories we wanted to know, like what happened to Zuko's mom.
exactly. So
Which-
that's what I
That
thought
was-
they were
that
gonna
was
go
a trippy
with.
story to me. That could be its own movie.
So
All right, moving on. We'll save the Dragon Ball Super talk for later. One Punch Man, have you been watching?
no, not yet. I'm gonna wait till the season's over.
Honestly, it's uploading kind of slow since it drops on like I think.
Well, I have a website that I go to go catch my stuff.
Okay, I would say if you can watch like the most recent 2, and you learn how pointless Saitama is to the plot when him and the Big Bad face off in like the 2nd episode.
Well, I've seen all of season 1, so I pretty much can
But I'm
paint an
saying,
idea
like,
in
the
my
fact
head.
that we started off with like the Big Bad for the season meeting Saitama early, and then getting Speed of Sound Sonics. And
Okay.
then he's still going on wrecking, but now in the back of his mind, or in everyone's mind in the show, is he couldn't take him if he wanted to, but Saitama's off doing his own side quest, so everyone's having issues.
God
all right.
damn.
That's it for the recap. Moving on.
All right.
So, got this list that we ended on like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Best-selling video game consoles of all time. Number 1, as it's deserved, PS2. Then the DS, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, PlayStation 1, the Wii, then the PS4, followed by the PS3, the 360, Game Boy Advance, PSP, 3DS, NES/Famicom, SNES, Super Famicom, Xbox One, N64. Most bothered one on that list for me is that N64 is at the bottom.
N64. Really, I feel like it was one of those things. Like I feel like it's like that because you don't really see that many people with them, and it's like hard to
I feel
find.
like people, somebody who, if you didn't take care of it, it didn't last much. Kind of
Exactly.
like the PlayStation. But the fact that only like moving back to the economy back in like the 90s, she's trying to hunt her shiny Apom. Good luck.
Cotter.
No, she opened the Apom and it was regular.
Uh-huh.
No, so 64 Xbox One. I heard it had moved like little units, but only 41 million. That's crazy.
Mm.
And I guess PS4 by this list is the superior console with 92. I think PS2 deserves the top spot because PS2 was the system back in the day where I had to leave it in the living room because you had a video game thing, MP3 player, and a DVD player.
Yep.
Like there were weekends where I couldn't take it to my cousin's house because we just didn't want cable or bills were high. We couldn't afford it.
Mhm.
And it was just straight DVD fest in the living room, so I couldn't take my PlayStation out.
We never had that problem. That's when my sister got her little PlayStation Slim, and that's when I just sacrificed that. I was like, I offer this up for tribute.
That's it. I had the big bulky one at first. That lasted all of 5 years, and then
Mine's still kicking, surprisingly.
I got the yellow light of death on the PS2. There was nowhere on the internet for me to find any way to fix it.
No, I had the yellow light of death on my PlayStation 3. That hurt.
See, the PS3 and 360 I see up there, or the PS3 and 360 because they were like groundbreaking, the first of the next gen. Wii was that first one to come in with the motion controls, what that Kinect tried to come in with, and they were the first people to do the characters talking out of the controller.
Yeah.
Because when you got Smash Bros, when you got Brawl, which I think is still one of the best ones story-wise, you had like all the characters talking and making like their Smash effects out of the controller, which was like badass.
I give you that.
Game Boy Color, Nintendo DS was like the first real touchscreen one. That was so back 05, 06, everybody wanted one. Shout out to all the dirty Nintendogs out there never getting washed. Game Boy Color. Never had original Game Boy. Got a Game Boy Color for Christmas.
I jumped in the tub with mine, so I destroyed that. I did not know that Game Boys were not allowed to go into
I
water.
heard about one of those. I got a buddy who collected like every Nintendo handheld. Hardest one to hunt down, I think, was a Pocket and a Game Boy Advance Micro
Game Boy Pocket?
or whatever she said.
Which one does that look like?
I don't.
Looks like the Game Boy Color, like smaller than the normal Game Boy, but it's still black and white.
But yeah,
I have to see it.
We had what was it called? I'm already blanking on the name. It was the Game Boy Micro, and it was literally like twice the size of the cartridge and could fit on a keychain. He had like he hunted one of those down for like 2 years before he found one for a
I think
decent price.
I remember that was a popular
They came
thing.
out for like 6 months and then disappeared.
Those-
GameCube, yeah.
Hmm.
It was the PSP Go of Nintendo games.
Well, we got to see those PlayStation sales go
Speaking
skyrocket. To be honest, I think Nintendo was just trying to find itself, and they were just trying to, like, at that point, like, really the only thing that they had going for themselves was, like, handheld games. So it was just, like, when they stepped into, like, console games, it was just, like, what are you giving us? And I think their shining moment, like, their best thing they could have done was, like, their Pokemon games, but then they gave us Coliseum and XD, which I still love Coliseum.
I loved Coliseum. I'm not gonna.
I
lie,
do.
that
I'm not gonna
battle-
give it no
that
shade.
Battle 100 took me a week to do. It was getting kind of repetitive.
I finished it too. That was the best moment of my whole entire life. When I finished that Battle 100, I walked up those final flight of stairs and I beat the Kyogre at the end. I was like, yes.
And then I did my action replay and just made everyone a shadow Pokemon and just stole people's shit.
See, and that was the problem with it because it was just like, this is not the Pokemon game that we wanted. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
and
you could only catch certain ones, and that was getting.
and the backboards part was it's just like, okay, well, you put it on a disc, you would think the disc has more memory space than a little cartridge, and you mean to tell me that the cartridge has more game content than the disc? Like, come on. And then they try to fix it with Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, and it was just like, you had your chance.
I didn't even get Gale of Darkness, but I heard mixed reviews. Mirror B was my favorite villain though.
That's literally everybody's favorite person.
But yeah, I was shocked GameCube didn't make the list. Dreamcast, I'm not shocked either. PS2 went and blew that. I was too young to understand because I was happy that I had one. But then apparently PS2 came and just graphically blew them out of the water,
Yeah.
as far as my understanding
Well, see,
goes.
the reason I like the Dreamcast because I got to play Marvel vs. Capcom,
That
so I was
was
like the
that
best
was-
game to play on there.
That was one of the best ones I had. I had that, and then the disc you get with like Pro Bass Fishing, Sonic Adventure, House of the Dead,
Yeah.
and all of those games on it. So I had the original Sonic Adventure, and then my first PS2, first game they gave out with it, Capcom versus SNK 2. I didn't even like Street Fighter, but Ryu was like my dude in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, Dreamcast just like vanished.
Well, like that, I feel like that's just more like the system. Like you just pull out like the old family barbecues and you're just like, hey, anybody remembers how to play this? Like, I beat you on those sticks, boy.
All right, moving on. So, Pokemon Go, which we can give people this last Community Day reminder. Saturday, people.
Oh, is this Saturday?
This Saturday. I get off work at like 3:30, so I'm going straight to Crane's Roost and just probably wearing what I have now and just getting my laps on. So, Torchic, special move still hasn't been announced. So, I don't know what we're getting, but because I have an 82 IV, I'm just going shiny hunting for the next 3 hours. Shiny hunting and raid killing because I still need to find.
See, I'm mad because I still have my Blaziken. Like, I just have it, and I was just like, I just got it. Like, I really don't need another.
I wouldn't be
one.
surprised if we get hoed on Community Day and Blaziken goes from 25 for a new super move to 100.
Well, then that would show why you were wrong about Bagon.
That was an unknown. I got completely. I felt so bad giving that information out. Yeah, exclusive move, still not here. All we give for a bonus is 3 times Stardust and 3-hour lures.
I don't see
Bagon
any.
was some BS though. Every community day before that was, oh, here's 25 to get a new super move. 75. I'm like, had I not done the extra farming, I'd be just SOL right now.
Well, I should be walking with my Torchic then as my buddy. Well, my Blaziken as my buddy to get those candies up then.
And then I've been wasting so many hours collectively waiting on these freaking 1-tier raid bosses to hatch because I found out like a couple of days ago when I sent this photo that whatchamacallit, Magikarp isn't a level 1 raid boss anymore. So I can't. The shiny hunt has gotten even harder.
What level is he now?
He's not on the list. Like this list I sent you of level 1 through 5.
Hold on, let me go check this out.
So level 1 Psyduck, Cubone, Snubbull, Lotad, Shinx. 2 Executor, Alolan, Lickitung, Apom, Octillery, Mawile. 3 Alolan Raichu, Arcanine. Which one? Oh, not bad.
Raichu.
I can't find. It's not that I haven't wanted to do it. Everyone lost interest once I gained interest. I was hunting Marowaks when everyone was hunting Raichus.
But I was on Wow. I heard that what's it called though? I heard that Raichu wasn't really that good, so it wasn't really nothing to. No offense to your Raichu though. No offense
Hers
to your Raichu.
might be. Who knows?
I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
got Alolan Raichu, Arcanine, Machamp, Gengar, Flareon. Tier 4, Charizard, Marowak, Snorlax, Tyranitar. 5, which is the real slap in the face.
Oh,
Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf,
I gotta get on you
Deoxys.
for that too. What in the hell is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
What do you not know about Gen 4?
I've never seen these people in my
I need you
life.
to like pause for like a minute in your life because that was like one of the best seasons for Pokemon right there. Like everybody hated Paul.
Uxie, however you say it.
It's
I don't know.
Uxie, my guy.
I've
Uxie.
never heard of it. I just know that is.
Go
that's-
sit there. Go.
That's not even.
Or that's Azelf.
Azelf is the only one we can catch. They're all region locked. That's why I was upset.
But that's how it was in the game because they're all separated in different parts of the Sinnoh region.
This
So
is real life, so it's not like I'm gonna go.
they
fly
have to make it authentic.
So I'm supposed to go all the way to Japan just to catch the other two.
Well, we better book a flight now.
We'll be on hiatus again shortly.
We'll do it from over there.
And in massive credit card debt, apparently.
I got some cash to spend.
You might. I'm broke.
Oh God, but no, you need to go sit down and culture yourself. I mean, Dawn is a little bit annoying. Barry's just Barry. Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
who was the rival in Diamond and Pearl?
Paul.
So that was his name. No wonder he was such a dick. Dude.
There's Paul, and then there's like sub rivals like Conway, Barry.
Paul was like legit an abuser to Pokemon.
Yeah,
he
he
was like. all
See,
right,
you know that much, but you don't know the rest of the story.
I got through like what Diamond and Pearl, and then when they had their next season after that, I don't remember. I remember there being like the whole theory videos about the new generation dropping in the next series of games, and like, oh, there's a bunch of fairy lake type Pokemon, and then I never followed up. So when I saw this, I'm like, okay, cool. And then I saw we can only get one. I'm like, I'm gonna catch one of these and be done. Speaking of catching, we have up until what is today? So for 4 more days, you can catch. Because we're recording this on the 13th, by the way. You can catch Detective Pikachu through the photo thing. I never got the... What is the painting Pokemon's name?
Smeagol.
I still haven't caught him. Like,
Smurgle.
2,000 photos later. So...
Smeagol is from
You can
Lords of
catch
the
the
Rings.
seed
Jesus
Pokemon
Christ.
that's seen walking in the river, which is Bulbasaur, and you get a Trico. Catch the Fire-type evolution of Eevee, Flareon, obviously, in the wild. You get an Arcanine.
Bro, I'm high-key hot.
If you get the Psyduck challenge...
Oh, that it. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm so
if
sorry.
you get the Psyduck challenge, you can get a Magikarp. And Detective P... Oh, yeah, so you can actually get a Ditto.
I can actually get
you
a
can
Ditto.
actually finally get a
I can
Ditto.
finally get a Ditto. For anybody that doesn't know, I've been stuck on this Mewtwo, and what's the other quest I had? It's another like
Meltan.
yeah, it's Meltan, where you have to catch a Ditto to complete your thing. Bro, I'm finally gonna get my Ditto because I've been on this for like 5 months now.
It's crazy, though, because the Charizard I caught in the wild from like doing these just...
Pause.
Yeah, you can catch
I need to. I saw a Charizard. I have a screenshot of it actually.
Yeah, you can catch
And
Charizards and Flareon.
Literally, I threw one Pokeball at the bitch. I gave it a raspberry, the one that makes you like it better. Makes you
Yeah.
like it better. I gave it that. I threw it at it, and this hoe ran from me. I'm just like, I'm gonna go put some Drake on and just sit in my car for a good bit because my feelings were
You could
shattered.
do better.
For real. My Charizard was
The
weaker
thing is,
than
the one I
actually.
have, the one I caught, kind of like shats on the one that I've like raised.
Exactly.
CP wise, I keep hoping I'll get a shiny one, but beggars can't be choosers.
I mean, I'm just happy. I'm just happy that it wasn't like a shiny Charizard, because I would have been like,
Shinies, I don't think can escape. I think they stay there until you catch them or run out of balls. Either one.
someone needs to fact check that. If you fact check that and it's true, Safari, you redeem yourself from that community today.
And Vance will cash at you $5 or Venmo.
Okay.
Volunteering his money. We love our fans sometimes. But yeah, have you seen the movie?
No, I did play the game though. So
So okay, so I didn't play the game, but I heard like it was quite entertaining.
it's like very close to what you guys
I would
watch.
say call your theater and find the most boring one and see if they have packs. I got lucky because when I got outvoted and saw Endgame for a fourth time, I just went to the guy at West Oaks. It was like I was supposed to come here and see Pikachu with my brother, but I got outvoted, which is why we're here for an 8:45 showing at 9:30. So any chance I can get a couple of those to take home? And he just goes, "Look, dog," grabs 9 packs and just slaps them in my hand. So I gave 5 to my brother and took the other 4 for this. So there's 18 possible cards you can get. Do I have that? Yeah, so out of these you can get Bulbasaur, Ludicolo, whatever, Morlo, whatever that weird
Hold
little
on,
mushroom one
I'll
is.
go look at it. I got you.
Charmander, Charizard, Arcanine, Psyduck, Magikarp, Greninja, Detective Pikachu he's a gimme in every one pack you get. Mr. Mime, Mewtwo, Slacking, Ditto, Lickitung, Snubble.
Why do I feel like that's
Jigglypuff,
not the
Machamp.
right name for it?
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it's the right name. Morel. That does not look like the right name, but
Well, then
okay.
Whoever took this, find a way to open it gracefully, not destroy it.
Hulk smash.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh, I could also use the plastic on the back. I wanted to kind of save it a little bit, but you know what? Whatever. Yeah. All right. Whatever. All right. So I got
Anime
Detective
Club unboxing.
Pikachu and Lickitung. Disgusting. Or at least if you watch the movie.
I mean, I guess the female trainers like that Lickitung then.
Basically, if you watch like what he does in the film, it's low-key kind of gross. You're just like, I could have lived without saying that. All right, we'll save those 2 for theater goers. I got a Magikarp, everybody. It's not even shiny.
You got a basic ass Magikarp too. Was Magikarp even in the movie?
Yes, it was. That is a frame from the film right there where that Magikarp is being shown.
God, I couldn't even tell. It looked like, damn, they did a really good job animating it then, because I could have
They
sworn it was just
did
a cartoon
a good
one.
job with Magikarp and his 5 seconds of fame. I'll say that much. When you see it for yourself, I promise you'll probably laugh.
Probably. I'll just go stream it legally.
I was going to say, support the official release. How many times do I have to tell you?
Please support the official release.
Don't be a dummy. Give them your money.
If I have any more money to give.
Hey, I'm getting mine this week. I submitted my time card. I don't know about the rest of my coworkers. Y'all might be out of luck.
All right. So what we got next on the chopping block?
I don't know. I'm trying to put these damn cards back. I'll deal with you guys later. Oh, yeah. Kingdom Hearts is more DLC, apparently. So I tried playing
After
the,
critical mode?
Critical. First off, people sleep on it. I maxed out all my Keyblades, maxed out all my characters, maxed out my gummy ship. I've been trying critical mode for a week. I haven't made it past the damn tutorial. Like, it is no joke. Like, the tutorial boss, one touch, and you are done. And it is like...
Yo, that's like right now in Xenoverse, the goddamn raids. Like, I don't know who is behind, like, the meters that, like, measure, like, how strong they're supposed to be. But that goddamn, what is that skill called? That...
Z-Awaken?
No. It's a escape skill or something like that. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. The little thing like it swirls around you and attacks you like multiple players at once. Bro, y'all made that too damn strong. Like there was a time.
Is it like Beerus's attack from Fighters where he summons little orbs?
No, it's like it's like Time Ripper, something like that. I don't even remember because I get pissed when I see it and I get hit by it because I used to be able to like hold my block button and just hold like block spam and just be like, all right, cool, I'm protected. Nah, fam, like that thing eats away at your stamina and then once your stamina's gone, you are literally bent. Just bent like like there's no tomorrow, and I'm just like, why?
But yeah, they so when the game first dropped, only the digital editions for some reason, you got like an Xbox or PlayStation themed Keyblade or Amazon themed Keyblade named I think Dawn Till Dusk. Yeah, Dawn Till Dusk, which everyone called the 7-Eleven Keyblade because damn color scheme. And then you got the Phantom Green for Xbox. You got Midnight Blue for PlayStation. And these are only if you got a digital copy. So if you were like me, you got the collector's edition with the box so you could decorate your room with it, screwed. But they came out like last Wednesday, I want to say, and officially made it like DLC. So if you got $4 in, you can go ahead and cop those.
Okay.
I mean, you can cop them for your collective console. If you got Xbox, you can't get Midnight Blue. If you got PlayStation, you can't get Phantom Green. So I'm going to get these, max them out, and then take them in. And the part that got me mad in a critical mode, I took like the ultimate weapon, like the ultimate Keyblade you can build, farm that thing until it was maxed out, took it in the critical mode. I'm still in the tutorial. Like one of my friends, he's like, I'm going to start a new run tonight. And he's like, I've died 10 times in the last 30 minutes. Help me. I'm like, I don't have any guide. Like, you can go through this game almost without ever blocking. Critical mode, if you don't block,
You're done.
And then on top of Square Enix games, Final Fantasy VII trailer. How do we feel? I never played the original Final Fantasy VII. I almost want to pick it up.
They actually have it for iPhone. You can actually download it on the iPhone for $7.
You lost me at 7. I want to be able to hold this copy.
You want to be able to hold this copy?
Yeah, that's how it was when the Spyro remakes dropped. I wanted to pick up like the original 3 because I never finished them as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, let me play through this before I appreciate like the remasters. I might do the same thing with Crash because I never.
I don't believe so.
I feel like that was. I think it was the only decent game they had besides like Metal Gear, which I'd have never really been a fan of.
I don't remember, but
That is like one of the few games I've want to pick up like the classic version and then play the new one. And it's annoying to me that people are like, oh, they didn't make it turn based. I don't think turn based.
Dude, pause. Because if you haven't played Final Fantasy 15, you would just know like it's not even that serious. It's actually
not,
really
but
really fun.
I'm not saying turn based games don't have a place in 2019, but
Because they do. Pokemon
but-
is still a big
yeah.
reminder of that,
But-
and Octopath.
But for a game like that to get such a beautiful remake and then have to sit there and click attack, limit break, defense,
Okay,
potion.
finish your thought because I want to see where you're gonna go with that.
I'm saying like the fact that Square Enix is putting out Kingdom Hearts 3, then putting out that which has like similar fighting style, similar if not better graphical design, same like HUD as far as like menus and switching between characters.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like you're getting another Square Enix product, but it would feel like kind of a downgrade to limit like the exploration level to
Turn
fights like that.
basing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. That's fair. Because I was gonna say like you can't just like knock turn based because that's all Persona. The Persona series are just based off of, but that works for Persona because that's all we know. But I think after like 15, I think that's like what changed the what is it? What's the word I want to use? That changed like the game for them. Wow, funny. That changed the way that they think about how to make their games now. So it was just like, I appreciate it. I am looking forward to it. But for people like you that want to play the original, it's just like, oh, I just got to play the original. I don't care about the remake, but I don't have a PlayStation or I can't find a copy. You can literally go on the Apple Store. I don't know about Google. I don't care about Android. Sorry.
Peasants.
Thank you. You can download the original game for $7.99 on the Apple Store.
What are they
Mic
supposed
drop.
to have like a final DLC for 15 that got canceled?
Dude, we've been getting so much DLC. I can't even keep track.
Really? Because I remember there was supposed to be some big finite finale one that you guys were supposed to get, and then
I know the last one that we just got was the Arden story, like the main protagonist's backstory, like why he's the way he was and how like Lucius, I think the city of, I don't remember. Please, I apologize. Anybody that's a Final Fantasy 15 fan. I haven't played the game in like forever, but
yeah. People were like, oh, we were supposed to get like this big. It was supposed to, I think, connect the main story, all the DLCs so far, and be like this grand finale to, I guess, the game. And apparently, Square Enix was going to relocate some resources to other projects. And people are like, if this isn't Final Fantasy VII, you guys are just really giving us a middle finger. And seeing that Kingdom Hearts has got DLC story mode DLC in the way, critical mode is just a way of being like, here's some freebies and some extra Keyblades. Have fun until we hit you with this real banger. And then the Final Fantasy VII trailer drops. I at least know Square Enix isn't screwing around the way Sega is letting.
No, and they're going to E3 and PlayStation spot, I believe.
That's the thing. Is E3 dead? 'Cause
No.
Between Nintendo Direct and State of Play and all this other stuff, I feel like no one is going to E3. Everyone's dropping gems and news like before what used to be fun. Like E3 has gone the route of VidCon.
No, I think it's still good because last year was a good turnout. I watched it. It was fun for me.
I used to have football practice in the summer. I used to bootleg all 4 hours of E3 like while I was at practice and find the hot spots. So when they like first revealed like Force Unleashed 1 and 2 back in the day, like I would just grab a bowl of cereal and just sit there and wait for like the certain panels to come up.
I used to be in class and I just used to have it in the background while I'm coding, and I'm just like, well, this is what my life is looking like for the next 2 hours.
I was a horrible student. My night class for business, my last class I needed for my minor was my anime catch-up class. I sat in the front row watching Dragon Ball Super for like 12 weeks straight. And I'm talking like you see me on Snapchat like Super Vegito, and my teacher's like right there. And I felt bad like goofing off, but I had like an easy A, and she loved me anyway because I like contributed to the conversation. She's like, "You're such a good student." I'm like, "I'm the worst child you have probably." But it was like human resource management. You could only stretch it so much.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we're halfway through. Are do we want to? Can we backtrack and do shout outs? Is that okay with you? All right. I wanted to give you time to find your repertoire because I know we jumped out of order and shiznit.
Did we jump out of order already?
I was gonna do them earlier in the show, but I was like, I'll save it for the halfway point. Plus, wanted to make sure we Desi Dez, aka Desirable Desserts, for his cake. If you need any kind of pastries or whatever, she put red velvet Dragon Balls in his cake. Alcohol themed, non-alcohol themed, Star Wars, Dragon Ball Z, anime, Sailor Moon, cartoon, Steven Universe. She is your go-to girl. Her Instagram and all that info is up there. Next up, shout out to my people, my guy Joe, West Orange Comic Books and Video Games, letting me come through on Free Comic Book Day and letting me grab the last Miles Morales pop. It's not free. I paid $25 for it. Support your local retro shops. We'll hopefully doing a broadcast from there soon. Last but not least, me and Amp's coworker, their kids hit us up. The twins, Kira and Maya, and they wanted people to support their YouTube channel. So if you guys could go check out Hispanic Twins, those two will be uploading soon. Support the youth. Anime Club, we support the culture and black excellence.
And again, thank you, Desi, for the lovely cake. It was great. The best thing ever. It had Johnny Walker.
Yeah, I didn't even know what the alcohol was, but that thing was hitting.
Let me tell you. And it wasn't like it was too strong. It wasn't like it was just like, oh my God, I feel drunk. Like, nah, bro. That was some good cake.
That is the perfect point. Like, what is it? That was my first time with an alcoholic cake. My first alcoholic food, I think, was when in Wisconsin, beer mac and cheese like 3 years ago. And I'm like, you can't get drunk off this, but the buzz that's also in the food is like intoxicating. Please make this again.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, like we said, like Tafari said earlier, she makes way more than just alcoholic cakes. You just hit her line and she got you guys.
Yeah. So her Instagram and stuff is all there. I think I got like a Hot 45. I should be able to steal that and put it on Instagram in one clip.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on for more movies. How do you feel about One Piece? First off, for One Piece Stampede, is it me or is that the same art style that we use for Broly?
I think that's what they're. I think that's all of them trying to do now.
I think they're filtering all their Funimation movies to like the same studio right now. Not mad at it. It's just something I noticed.
Yeah, something we just noticed for now. I have to take a look
And
at it
I didn't watch Gold, and apparently it didn't do. I won't say it did bad. It didn't do as hot as other movies did here in the West.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if these movies are canon. Like Film Z was apparently, my bad, their best one, but apparently it wasn't canon.
I don't even think there's like a lot. There's not a lot of anime movies that have canon movies, except for like the Boruto movie.
Yeah, the Boruto movie was
that
canon.
one was like specifically
That one-
canon.
I didn't even know it came out. Apparently it came out here, and I think it was only subbed. That and
Yeah, they
that-
did like how they did the Battle of Gods. It was subbed before. Was it subbed here?
It was dubbed.
Oh,
I had to go down. I had to go downtown for Resurrection F and Battle of Gods. So I had to buy my tickets in advance. Had to go pay to park downtown and walk like 3 blocks. It was. I'm so glad they moved into just like regular AMCs. That hit their profit margin so well this time around.
Well, I actually was it the. It was the My Hero movie that was subbed too. Then.
It might have been. They did say they had a few sub showings. I remember that.
Yeah, it was subbed then, but yeah,
I saw it dubbed over in Winter Park at the Regal.
I'm sorry for your ears.
They actually put work in. It was basically like an hour and a half long episode, but they put The dub did their thing as far as that movie went, especially for the All Might and Midoriya team up.
I can't stand Midoriya's voice actor. I'm sorry.
I support it because it's Team 4-Star on the rise. That's Cloud Strife from what is it? Machina Bridge.
That's Midoriya's voice.
Yeah, Cloud from
Team
Team
4-Star
is
parody.
The Team 4-Star parody is Midoriya.
Can we just say Deku? I feel like we're having such a hard time saying his real name.
I was blanking because there was like 3 different names in there just now. But no,
But-
I looked him up on IMDb. They actually have Machina Bridge as like on his repertoire, and then they have My Hero Academia. I'm like, that's crazy that like they work this close to this company, but they still have like struggles keeping their channel up.
Jeez.
The way
Well, he sounds so much better as Cloud. Why the hell does he sound so bad as Deku
because
then?
he fits that voice fits an annoying kid.
You know what they need? They need what's it called? They need Team 4-Star writers then, because it's probably just a script then. Because I cannot stand hearing him. It's called because the one time I heard his voice is when he got punched in the dick by the little water kid.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was great. It was funny reading it. I was just like, that was like the best thing
so,
ever.
so do we have high hopes for film for
Stampede?
Stampede? That's what it is. I was gonna say film. I don't know why I was gonna say.
The One
Burning
Piece movies
Blood or
don't
Break-
ever disappoint. They have some really good fight scenes. They have really good animation. I think it's another one for the books
I just
for
feel
them.
like for some reason they don't carry weight, and I think maybe it's because people are burnt out on One Piece, and the people who watch it feel like the ones who kept up for 800 plus episodes, they feel like they're the ones who are gonna watch. Broly, I'll go see what that's about.
Yeah, but it's just like, well, I guess that's one of those things. Like when One Piece ends, I guess that's where people will start to appreciate it
If
more
you pick
because
up on One Piece after it ends, like 2,000 episodes later, good
at
luck.
that point, I feel like they're gonna cut like a lot of it. There's gonna be some amazing people to filter it out. Like, okay, you don't need to see this. You don't need to see this. Go watch this. Go watch this. Go watch this. And
Like
just
you got the nerve for Funimation to be dropping like 13 episode DVD sets for like a 900 episode series.
Yeah.
I would rather take a box set where it's 100 episodes per box.
I would say read it. If anything, like reading it would be like way more beneficial to
Reading
that.
it's quite entertaining too, especially where they're at right now with the whole
Wano arc.
samurai arc.
Yeah.
And the fact that like all these people are coming up out of the woodwork, turning out to be like these people from long ago.
What was I gonna say? Actually, no. They had a good. Well, we just had another character death, so that was pretty great.
Which one?
You didn't read this week's chapter then. Last week's chapter.
Did they finish him off? There's so many times where people in One Piece have been like, "Oh my god!"
No, they executed him like right there on the spot.
There's been so many.
And
times
if it wasn't the gunshots, it was definitely that
I
goddamn
forgot.
fall.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I had his scene confused with the death of the bridge builder's kid in Naruto.
Bridge builder. Oh yeah.
Because I remember I didn't realize how censored they did it on anime when he was like just tied up and beat up. And in the manga, they twisted all 4 of his limbs backwards and then decided to stab him. But actually, no. I think they cut off one of his arms.
We're talking about the bridge builder.
Yeah.
No, they
When they had
they
him,
bruised his arms because his arms were still.
they were like purple, but they were like this.
Yeah, because they like broke it. They were just like.
I thought like as a sick twist, they cut off either an arm or a leg, and then
No,
whatever
no.
limbs he had left got twisted or beat to a pulp.
Nah, they just like beat his they bruised his arms. They tied him to a pole and then they publicly
Yeah, but then
executed
they
his ass.
But I forgot they actually gunned that dude down in this week's manga. When I saw the headshot, I'm like, "There's no way," because
Yeah.
there's so many like when Peckham's was supposed to go last arc, and come to find out he's half turtle and he has a shell on his back that protects him.
God damn.
So there's been so many times with characters who end up being important later. I'm like, there's no way he survived that.
Yeah,
and
One
then they
Piece-
just come in with a bandage on their head and they're like, I'm fine. I'm like, you took a kidney shot. How?
Yeah, that's like and I think that's another problem with One Piece too, because it's just like no one ever truly dies. But when you do get those major deaths, like that's where it really hurts. Like I don't think Mr. 2 is dead. I think Mr. 2 is
I didn't finish that. Or I skipped around because of the whole transition of Toonami to 4Kids.
Yeah.
The episodes are kind of spotty. So I didn't even see the first fight of Crocodile and Luffy. I just saw like the last fight, the bomb going off. I didn't see Zoro, Nami, and them take on the Mr. 1, 2.
No. Oh, Mr. 2 is the one that like touches his face and like he can transform into whoever.
Him, right. I don't think he's gone either. I thought he just was off camera. I'm surprised he's not on Drag Queen Island.
No, he stayed behind to let Luffy and them escape to go get to Ace.
Right.
So everybody assumes he's dead, but I don't think he's dead. I think he's just pulling a low key. So
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, like that was my thing. Like I didn't realize we'd need the Frankie family. So when they found Usopp after getting beat up, and they're like, "We'll go handle this," I'm like, "So no one check on him. Just leave him bleeding in the dirt. Then go beat some people up." And then I thought they were legit took those dudes out. And then they're like, "Nope, Frankie family's fine. Bandage everyone. Let's go fight the real bad guys." And I'm
yeah,
like,
that's all they do.
"Okay."
So
and then Usopp had his whole moment as a Sniper King.
that was fun.
But yeah,
But
moving on from One Piece movie, Dragon Ball. I think like 3 shows ago, or whatever our last show was, we were together. A week after that was 30 years of DBZ, like the anniversary.
yep.
And now they're trying to do another anniversary box, I think, through Toonami, and it's completely separate. It's their own package deal. I think you just got to like enter to win, and entries have been closed, so it's less of a hassle than a $300 box. But biggest one of your favorite moments, or how far is Dragon Ball taking you? Favorite video game, whatever.
Oh God, wow, that's a lot. So
Just-
definitely
Just a Dragon Ball.
favorite
highlight from
video
30
game
years.
would be Dragon Ball Budokai 3. Best, hands down, best PlayStation 2 game.
I don't see. Okay, I was watching like some gameplay, and people were complaining they
Wait,
didn't
you've
like.
never played it?
No, I played it, but like
Oh.
Team 4-Star did their top 30 Dragon Ball games list,
Mm.
and Tenkaichi 2 took second, or Tenkaichi 3 took second.
Oh, the
Budo-
Tenkaichi series was
and
great.
Budokai 3 took.
Can I retract that? Damn it.
I'll give Budokai 3 the top slot like they did, because story wise and adventure wise it was fun.
The Tenkaichi series was great. For me though, like, all right, I'll do it like this, just so I'm like fair to myself and fair to everybody else. For the PlayStation 2, I feel like Budokai 3 was the game for that system. For PlayStation 3, Raging Blast.
Raging Blast I think was the last good
The
one.
first one.
Raging Blast, I think, was the last, because you had those situational battles with like you put them in the weird scenarios, like who's the better fusion, or
Yeah, that was a what if
Or
story. Like
the
they
what-
went, whoever was the writing team for that, they really like did their work with. Like they really
the
went
ones
through.
where like Trunks and Goten were fighting, and then Goku and Vegeta stepped. It was like, don't tell me how to raise my kid.
yeah, see,
Those-
that's
Though I haven't played them, but people are telling me play Raging Blast 1. Don't even pick up 2.
no 2 was horrible. We talked about that on one of the other episodes of Anime Club because it was just there was no story mode. It was just universe mode or galaxy
Yeah.
mode or some shit.
And the whole sale point was a movie in Japanese that no one had ever heard of.
And to come to find out that it was already out in 1990 something, and I was just like,
Yep.
what?
But yeah, Raging Blast 2 was good.
The Raging
Tenkaichi 3
Blast
was a great brawl fest. Budokai 3, I don't see. I was under Team 4-Star's comments. People were like, I didn't like the adventure mode and blah blah. I'm like, the adventure mode could be done in like an hour if you did it right and just didn't watch the cutscenes. But like the fact that I went through multiple runs and you get different endings where you unlock different characters.
Exactly.
That was the best part. Especially as Goku, you can go and instead of fighting Frieza, you go and fight Cooler and Metal.
Yeah,
Instead.
and then you find Super Saiyan Vegeta, or what's it called? Instead of fighting Majin Buu, you can go over and fight Broly. Then it
Yeah.
takes you down the non-canon path where it's just like, okay, so instead of fighting Kid Buu and everything like that, you're gonna go fight Broly, Sen Shenron, and then fight your sons as Gogeta and see who's the best.
that was like the best ending to me. Was if you did it right and got to where. Because the GT story came in like out of left field. It wasn't even like, oh, I know what's going on. You had to hit
Yeah.
like you had to go down a certain path and do like a certain amount of events in the right order. And then Goku has that like spaz situation. He's like, what the hell's happening to me?
and then he
And
transformed to Super
screams
Saiyan
and
4.
goes off camera, and then he comes back as Super Saiyan 4. And then you go into this. They take you to West City, and then you got to fight Sin Shenron. And you're like, okay, this guy's too powerful. Then comes Vegeta, and now you got to be Omega Shenron. And then I think it's either a different ending, or I think after that you get the letter from
The boys, you
yeah,
get it from the
Goten
boys,
and
and then
Trunks,
they're like,
and then
oh, let's see who's the better fusion.
Then Gogeta has to fight Gotenks, and it's like a fun ending to the whole thing.
And I like, and the things like little things that they did in there too, like when you play Vegeta's story mode, like you would go in there and like when you do like the fusion with them or whatnot, like let's say for Vegeta, because this was Vegito's, Vegito would have Gallic Gun instead of a
Yeah.
Kamehameha, and I was just like, bro, like that is just wicked, like that.
I'm not gonna lie, it
Thank
took me
you.
like a good decade to figure out like the power battle system. Like with the super moves, I didn't understand that it was telling you click the thumb pad down when the bar reaches. I thought it was hit it fast as you can. So I would always activate defense mode and almost never get the correct super attack.
Okay, that
So like
makes
when
sense.
they do this is her move in the mobile game too, but when Videl calls in Gohan, he'll do like 2 punches
That's
and
in all of her games.
he'll do that and like accidentally like do something offensive or say something to her, and instead of finishing the person off, he just gets nervous and runs off, and that's like the defense mode of that move.
Wow.
All right,
Dang,
so
memories.
Piccolo-
But segueing into
go ahead.
I was gonna say we should segue since we're talking about all Dragon Ball games and GT and stuff like that. And I guess that does Piccolo Day.
Yeah, so Piccolo or Goku Day, because apparently it's both.
Yeah, because Piccolo died on Piccolo Day too, which made it Goku Day.
Therefore,
Yeah,
every May 9th.
that was
episode-
the same day of that broadcast because Tien got there first, and then Goku came afterwards.
Right, Piccolo was. I think Team 4-Star nailed it when they're like they were making fun of Cell and like all the past tragedies they had. Like King Piccolo really came in like the most tyrannical. He wasn't just like blowing stuff up. He came in, took over the world government, and then set every criminal out into the streets for like kicks and giggles.
Yep. Well, who you repping though?
I might go Piccolo Day.
All right, cool. Because I have a Piccolo post on my Instagram feed from long ago, so I was just like, we all know who I am.
So I think it's funny that like they say, "Oh, it's Goku Day." I'm like, but you literally picked this the same as like Piccolo Day, and then they had their whole Dragon Ball Fighters video for Goku Day where they show all his different forms, and people were like, "Thanks for making him take up like half the character roster." At least we got Janemba coming though.
Bro, Microsoft.
You get a chance to win like 2 free Xbox games and stuff with him on Twitter, and I'm not gonna shoot myself in the foot, but the fact that they went and like tried to just double down on it, announcing Janemba, I was like, come on, man.
Bro, because it was so funny because right now we're still trying. We were trying to figure out who the last character slot was for Dragon Ball Fighters, and we were just coming up with all these speculations,
I'm not
and they just come
surprised.
way out of left field and was like,
I'm
"Oh,
not
here's
surprised, though, that
Janemba."
It's the fact that it's a movie villain, though. I'm not shocked.
But Janemba?
Is that good or bad?
Why him?
I mean, he was like the most tyrannical one out of like. If we're gonna get Gogeta and Broly twice, you might as well throw.
We didn't get Gogeta.
I'm not Gogeta, but we got 2 Brolys. You might as well go ahead and give us. I mean, after Videl, because he's the most out there. We're not getting another.
But who's
not another human?
who really
not
sits
another
down?
Saiyan.
Who really sits down and says, "I miss playing with Janemba"?
Somebody did apparently at the studio.
Cause good lord, I'm looking at this like y'all some flaw at like for real. Like the movie just dropped. Like, give us Super Saiyan. Give something.
Like,
Like
then people would complain about another Vegeta. They should have just done a whole Broly pack, like a whole Broly movie pack, kind of like they did for
exactly. But there might be
Xenoverse.
another. God damn it. There might be another. What's it called? There might be another. What's it called? Might be another season of stuff. Like maybe they have time,
They
but
should be.
Janemba.
I don't know. Speaking of seasons, so you saw the most recent Super, the clips I sent you. I'm not gonna lie. The episode 1, I didn't catch the last 5. I watched them in 5-episode bursts. What they did with Ultra Instinct, I like because it sounds the way I thought it would. They basically took the sound of like that ghostly wail he did and incorporated it into the voice.
Okay, I can give that.
I don't like that Toei came in after the fact and was like, let's take out some of the frames from when him and Jiren are punching. So now when he's punching, it looks like an animated GIF.
No,
I will give them this though, because when they reacted the first time, I feel like they don't pass the emotion off with Whis because he comes off as kind of like a sadistic ass. But Whis' excitement this time, where it's like, finally, he actually like Whis is like not just like, oh look, it's Ultra Instinct, it's some Path by the Gods. Whis in the dub is like, he actually pulled it off. I cannot effing believe it.
Okay,
I've been
I
trying to
need to
steer
go
him
find that clip then because I was gonna ask you that.
I sent you those clips just to see like my
But I
problem
didn't-
with the
but-
song.
Okay, no, but that clip did you send me when? Because I remember in the sub it was okay. Whis just did his like fangirling thing. He's just like, oh my gosh, he learned how to use Ultra Instinct.
Fangirling in the sub can easily turn into like sarcasm with him.
No, but that was like legit because he made like the little chibi face and everything. He was just like, he did it. And I was just like, I can't believe it. And then Beerus looked at it and I was just like, bro. Oh wait, pause too. I gotta say this because I am not an avid watcher of the dub. I'm sorry. Like I still love my cast of Dragon Ball, but you guys got old. I hear it in your voices. You guys aren't the same like
That's
y'all
the
used to
problem
be.
That's why they have King Kai less screen time in Japan.
Exactly. So this is the part that killed me. When they went to Belmod and I heard him talk, I'm like, they made this nigga black.
Oh,
I
I was hoping that if like listening to his voice, I'm like, please, I hope y'all took some free shots with this script and at least develop that character, because right now he's just doing word for word from the script and it doesn't really work for me. Whereas when they made Whis, they took his excitement to like a 10, where it's not like, oh, the Ultra Instinct. He's like, he actually pulled it off. I've been trying to steer him in this direction for like 2 years, and I didn't think him or Vegeta would actually pull it off.
Yep.
He actually did it. And then when he's like, and then I think Beers called it something different. He's called it like Mugen, or he added an extra word to Ultra Instinct.
No, that's how it's spelled in Japan. So they said it like that.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for them to say like, are they
So-
gonna say I meant Ultra Instinct?
So
or-
instead of he's coming, Beerus just sits there and goes, here it comes. And that's when Goku awakens. And that's the only part I didn't like besides the choppy frames from them being removed. The damn song. Here's the thing. They're taking all the Japanese scripts and making them more understandable and hilarious for English viewers.
I think I'm gonna take that.
But
I'm
then
gonna-
they're taking the songs and then just putting English words on top of the tracks, and it does not work like that. Any artist can tell you that.
Okay, so
Any
here's
SoundCloud rapper could tell you that.
yes, and
You
this
might
is
need to restructure the beat sometimes.
and
Get
this
Tyler,
is
the
what
creator. He
I
can
was
fix
going
anything.
to get into when everything out of that. I hate every other part of the English dub, and you might just call me like a sub fanboy, but hear me out, because like I said, I have no problem with English dubs. The anime I'm about to recommend later has an English dub, and I'm gonna heavily push that for because it's great. First off, oh, good God, I can't even bring myself to do this. First off, they rewrote the script like you were telling me, right? Like they rewrote it to have more fun with it and just to add more context of
Time
like
crunch, you
what's
gotta be
going
fast.
on. Yeah, right. They talked way too damn long on that shit.
Which
I
one? Oh, which one?
no, when like Piccolo and them were like, "Oh, it looks stronger than his Super Saiyan Blue form." Da 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 this, like that whole build up and everything. Like, they were just talking and talking and talking.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
they-
Piccolo, shut the
I
hell
feel
up.
like they did a good point, and then like even with the Spirit Bomb, it's like, oh, I have some bad memories of that one. Fine, the mighty Lord Frieza will lend his like
Yeah.
everyone's really getting into character more so in this show. Gotcha, we're on it. So everyone's really getting into character. I like more so with the script rather than just like what the Japanese say. Cool, I'll read that. Okay, bye. Kinda
Yeah,
like,
but see, that's what I'm saying. Like they just
so
like
yeah,
you said.
some people it's hit and miss. Like some of the Vegeta lines, people are like mad that they changed them. Like when he told Kaba.
But see, because they changed it, now they took away like your. That's why they had to cut your punching scenes solo.
True, but like I don't know if I feel like this episode was the same length. It was like 22 minutes.
It was the same 22 minutes, but they added more dialogue to it, and they were just chatting more. Because remember when I sent you the fixed version of the show,
Yeah.
and they cut like all of that, and I'm just like, see, we don't need all that talking,
I
because
didn't-
all they were doing was just standing in awe, like, what the hell
I,
is this?
I will say overall, though, the thing that made me satisfied with it was Whis' reaction, Beerus' reaction to him coming back to life, and Ultra Instinct seeing it, and the gods actually showing more so how pissed off they were that
He learned-
he achieved this form that they couldn't.
Yeah, the same thing in the sub, but like I'm just saying, like the way that the English did it, it was just horrible. And then they want to just like like you said, they rewrote the song like to do for English. Like what the hell?
They need to find a way to find like people who can restructure the beat so that it fits the English lyrics.
But they didn't even do that because I was
happy with the Japanese opening and the Ultra Instinct song.
yeah, because it was hard.
The first time I heard the English dub opening, it was like halfway through I want to say it was like between episodes 60 and 80. And the people who upload on the bootleg site on the top panel of this video, like surprise in the title. And they played the dub. I'm like, this has got to be a joke. Then it became the official song. And I'm like, how the hell did you get that like 8 months early? I don't know. Like I see why Japan arrests people who like.
But see, that's what I was
translate
saying
manga.
earlier. Like when I was talking to Desi, she was just like, it just takes the excitement out of it because it was just like with the original Japanese song that they put, it was just like it
Yeah.
made a build up for it.
I don't even like. It's not that I don't like either of the songs. I'm more of a fan of the piano keys when they get the dun dun, that Ultra Instinct.
See, but
Omen
that's
theme,
that's
that one is my favorite. Like so when the Raging Spirit comes on, I'm like, cool. Get it out the way. I want to hear those piano keys going.
Yeah, but that build up that you need from the original one needs to get in there too. Because if you hear that, I hate to be like this, but you hear that soft vanilla version of it, you're gonna be like, I'm not even excited for it anymore.
My problem was like when they play when I watched the fight, I'm like, is my computer lagging? And I'm like, no, the frames are missing.
Yeah, no, it was. I was watching it on my phone too. And I'm just like, their mouths aren't moving exactly with the thing, but I did rewind it on my phone. And it caught up, so I was like, okay, maybe it's just I'm having connection issues.
All right,
But
we got
we
to get
can-
ready to do like Joe Budden and wrap it up here.
Okay.
So where is it? Because I don't want to give out the wrong damn information. Anyway, we're going to MegaCon. You can catch us Friday at 1 p.m. in the hall is N220D. I have no idea where that is, but I'm pretty sure on their website they have maps. So, this Friday, 1 p.m., Amplified Network, hall N220D. You can catch us as the Amplified Network. That is me, possibly Vance, whoever else pulls up. The entire, everyone basically has a show. Everyone will be here represented equally. And you can sit and chat with us until, I believe, 2 o'clock or whenever they kick us out. Maybe we'll squatters' rights. I don't know.
Come see us. We're great.
Come hang out. All my Pokemon Go people, all my anime people, all my Orlando people.
All my friends, all my anime nerds. We are your safe
Yeah,
haven.
we would
come
love to come
here.
hang out and talk and take pictures. Here, recommendations. I gave them Shin-Chan for a good old need a downer, need to relax, need to laugh. Check it out.
All right. So what we got here, I'm gonna give you two things really quick. So first one, we have the announcement of the Naruto creator Kishimoto. He created a new manga called Samurai 8. It has a Naruto art style. It seems pretty cool. Next show, I'll go more in depth on it, but it's definitely a good read. Samurai 8 just comes into the story of a young samurai that is very sickly. If anybody remembers the little Naruto tree that like sucks life from them, like when Madara had it in his back, he's on that, only like the mechanical version. He wants to be a samurai, and he's very sickly, so it's kind of like, it doesn't look like it's going to be able to happen for him, but through the magical miracle known as story plot, he becomes a samurai.
Power of the pen, baby.
So we will definitely go into more of that. It does look like a hit. It does look like a hitter. I haven't seen the Sasuke character yet, but I'm waiting for it. And for my anime recommendation for the month, we have Hellsing Ultimate. This is literally the show to watch if you are a World War II, like if you like history and stuff like that, you like World War II type of stuff, definitely look into that. It goes back into that time with vampires and other things like that. It's not your typical Twilight story, so if you're looking for that, then don't watch it, please. But you have and I'm going to use my F-bomb now, guys, so thank you. I have not been using F-bombs for like the whole good couple episodes, actually.
It's been good.
Very good. Your fuck-mothering vampire, Alucard. He is literally the boss. He is overpowered. Team 4-star. You got to go talk to
I
them.
might go check out their series.
Go check it out. They have a parody. It's great. I will have to let you guys know. It's on some Game of Thrones-ish because it is an hour each episode.
Seen some scenes. Like, they get graphic in there sometimes.
They get graphic in there, too. But, yeah, it follows the story of Alucard and his new pet, his minion, Ceres Victoria. She's been turned into a vampire because she was on the brink of death and she did not want to die. And Alucard was like, "Oh, I'm going to make you my minion." And you follow them on their adventures. I'm pushing the English dub for this because it is very great. The great voice, the voice actor for Itachi from Naruto, the English dub, he is Alucard. So
Really?
Yes. So it is really great, and they play like they're in England. So and everybody's accent, everybody's voice is on point. Like this was a very good cast. Please do yourself a favor and watch this because you will not be disappointed. And there we go. Oh, and Nazi vampires. There's lots of Nazi vampires.
For all you Call of Duty fans out there.
So there you go.
All right. We'll be back next week, hopefully with the live show. You're off, I believe, possibly.
The 22nd.
Yeah.
Next week is the 22nd.
Yeah, because this weekend is Community Day.
We're going to be live.
Hey!
You get to
And
see
on
the
that-
We're Live thing on
And
next
on that
time.
good news, we're going to go home now. See ya, Anime Club. We are out. Please come hang out with us at MegaCon. We could use the support. Please check out all the shows in this network. We have a Facebook. We have a Twitch. We have a YouTube. We have a website. All of our stuff is listed there. Our entire show schedule. We're adding people all the time. I can't even keep up anymore. Anime Club, though, Wednesdays, 8 o'clock. We out.
Peace.